Hi everybody, it's Janet and we're here at Fruit of the Vine Art Studio in Cincinnati, Ohio. Thank you so much for joining me here tonight. I really appreciate you being here. I just dropped my paint over here. Tonight we're going to do a color block, and this is going to be really funny, really fun and really simple. It'll be a very simple thing to do. All we're going to do is start out with a quick little butterfly drawing on here. And then we're going to start with using some yellow. We're going to use basically the primary colors. I'm just going to get some out here. Ooh, I don't need that much. Stop. Well, I got plenty of yellow out, that's for sure. I'll be putting some of that back. Anyway, I'm just going to start out with using some yellow. I'm going to just take my new sponge daughter that I got. Look at this. Isn't this neat? It's just got a nice round 1 inch on the end of it here with a nice firm little handle I can get a hold of. Kids could use it. It's really neat. And comes in this pack of, what is it, 8 in a pack? Yeah, there's 8 in a pack. I got it off of Amazon. I wanted to get something that would make this quick and simple and fun and easy. And I love doing things that are just really fast and easy, and all I'm going to do is just like dot and dot and dot. I'm going to tilt you down a little bit so you can see a little bit better. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to start off with taking my sponge daughter, and I'm just going to dab it into the paint, and I'm just going to start making dots in all different places on this canvas using the yellow. Just various spots. Go back and go over some of these. Just some nice globs of sunny, bright yellow. Get it a little bit darker on here. I want it to have that yellow show through real good in those spots. Maybe I should put another one over here. Maybe about like that. That looks like that might be enough for the yellow. And then I'm going to get me out some red. And I'm not even going to rinse my sponge daughter. I'm just going to leave the yellow that's on there. I'm going to go over some of this. It's bubbly. Don't want it to have all that bubble in it. So I'm just going to kind of spin these around a little bit to absorb a little bit of that extra paint that might be there. Yeah. See how that's kind of like making little bubbled areas. I don't want it to be bubbly. Okay, so that's all we're going to need of that. I'm going to get out some of the red. And I'm just going to take the daughter and I'm just going to go straight into the red. I'm not even going to rinse it off. And I'm going to put some red dots on here. Get a little more of the red on here. And I'm going to fill up this whole canvas by putting blocks of color using this daughter, sponge brush. Whatever you want to call it. Name it anything you want. Using this sponge brush, this round shaped sponge brush, I'm just going to make different dots all over it here. Get that right in the middle. Maybe right up at the top of this painting. And maybe one over here. And I'm just going to do what I did before. I'm just going to pick up some of this extra paint because I don't want it to look too bubbly looking. Okay. And now I'm going to get me out a little bit of some blue and then some green. Wow, that spit. That spit some blue out there. Maybe I shouldn't leave these sitting upside down, sitting on the floor. It's making them a little messy. Where's my paper towels? Here we go. Just wipe that off. And I'm just going to use that same dauber, and I'm going to go right into the blue paint. And I'm just going to make some blue dots on here. I might turn it a little bit, make sure it gets blue all over. So I'm just filling this in with different colors, using just primary colors basically right now. Just using primary colors to fill it in. Now let's put one here. Put one down here. Put one over here. Let's see. I've got one more color that I was going to bring out, and I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to fill it all in all the different spots. There's still going to be a few more spots where we'll still have some white showing, so I'm going to maybe put one more of these right here. Put one here. Turn it a little bit, turn it a little bit. They don't have to be exact dots. That part doesn't matter in the least. I'm just filling up the whole canvas. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm going to get out a little bit of green. Give that a shake. Come on, green. There we go. That's enough of it. Using that same dirty dauber, I'm just going to move into the green at this point. And just start putting some green on here. I'm going to have to add some more red or something else, some other color, because that'll be, well, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe just put it in random spots, because there's going to be too many little white spots, I think. But that's okay. I mean, I'm going to be doing something else too as well. So let's just add this in here where we can see that there's bigger openings. Maybe put it right there, put it right here. Put one here on this edge. I'm trying to see where else can I put more green. Here's more green. Don't want it to get too much green. Maybe I should do, I don't know, what color should I add? Because this part is going to be, we're going to go with round with black, but I've still got other spots I can see in the background that I need to do a little bit of stuff with here. Maybe I should just dab a little yellow. And we'll just get some mixture of color here of whatever we come up with and just Hey Rick, thanks for joining me. Appreciate you being out there. I see you there. I'm just sort of mixing. This is some greenish yellow at this point. I'm just adding into some spots wherever I see background. Let me get a little more of that yellow. Let's see, that would be here and here and here. Maybe get a little red. Put it there. I'm getting all mixed up now. There we go. I don't want to get it too mixed. Let's get more yellow. I've got so much yellow on my palette here, I may as well get some of it. Put that right there like that. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. That's pretty much got it covered. I've got maybe a little bit right here and right there that could have a little bit of color added to it. But I don't want everything to become green. I think that looks pretty colorful right there, just the way that that is. So I'm going to let this dry for a quick second, and while it dries, I'm just going to take my brush. I'm done with this one. I'm going to put it over here in the water. I'm going to take my little brush now, and I'm just going to paint the sides of this, and I'm going to use yellow because I've got an abundance of yellow out. While I'm waiting on this to dry, I'm just going to put yellow along the outside of my canvas. And it's going to get a little green mixed in with it, and a little bit of blue mixed in with it. And yeah, you know, I'm not even concerned with that. We're just going to add color to the sides. Ooh. Making it smear. That's all right. Get a little more of that yellow. And I'm just going to bring it right around through here. You can see there's a spot right here that I could put some yellow in. And a spot right in here and right here. I can just touch some yellow in some spots. Just to fill in some spots. There. I really don't need to do that though, and you'll see why in a second. But we'll just put that right there. See, I'm over here stressing about things like that. I don't need to stress about that, and you'll see why in a minute. I say that a few times, don't I? That's all right. You know why? You'll see why in a minute. I'm going to stop saying it. And just get this painted. Getting a lot of that green up here, but that's okay. We're just going to blend it right in. Just like that. Add a little more yellow right in here. Just want to get the sides of it painted. I'm waiting on it to dry up here on the top. And then we're going to start working on the butterfly. I guess we could call it the color block butterfly. Because really that's sort of what we got going on right here. It's a big color block. I'm going to put some more yellow right there to fill that spot. It wasn't my notification this time. Got awful green right there on the corner. I might have to get my heat gun out and give this a quick dry. It's got blue on the corner down here where that paint's blurted out. Yeah, I've still got it in your view. I was thinking, gosh, am I even holding the thing in your view? Because, you know, sometimes I'm over here in my little paint land and not even paying attention to whether or not you can see what I'm doing. And that's usually helpful if you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm not going to mess with that. I'm going to rinse this off. I'm going to get my heat gun right here and plug it in. We're going to dry this up real quick. Move this out of the way. Oops. I'm knocking stuff all over the place. Get back up there. All right. I'm just going to dry this real quick. Hopefully it'll be real quick. It's starting to dry here. I can see it. Getting it down here at the bottom. Got it a little thick in some spots, that's for sure. I can see that as well. But it's just going to take a second. A couple of them are real wet. There we go, that's getting it. Right here and right there. Just want to get this dry up here at this top. That really did put some blobs of paint in some of the spots. That's pretty thick right here. But I think that pretty much has the outside of it dried up. Let me turn that off. And I'm going to turn it on that. I don't know, maybe if I did it on high for just a moment. Okay, I'm going to stop that. I made a bubble there. Maybe I'm getting too close to it. Too high. We can always fix it. Just rinse this off real quick. Just smooth it down. Yeah, that bubbled. That's all right, though. That yellow was just slightly wet, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about that either. Okay, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get me some white. Let me get the white out. Get my palette. Add just a little bit of water to this sponge brush. Got some clean water over here. Put him in this white, and I want to thin it down. Pretty much like that. And then I'm just going to go right around the outside of my butterfly. Just making a white wash, basically. And if it gets over into the line of where my butterfly is, I'm not too worried about that either. A little bit of white over there is not going to hurt nothing. I just want this to be just a real thin layer of white that you can still see the colors through. That's why I called it it's like a whitewash. Just watery white paint. That's basically what I got here. Watery white paint. Trying to see where that bottom line is. It's like that. And I'm just going to go around the edges. With this watered down white. And now you see all the beautiful colors in the butterfly are still shining through. We're going to make them look a little more vibrant here too. We've done all we need to do with this particular sponge brush. Now we need to get us out some black paint. So I'm going to put him over here in the water as well. And we're going to let that white just kind of dry on there. Just a light white layer. Of course, got it all over me. Why wouldn't I, right? Gonna take my flat brush, or you can take your round brush, whichever you have. A round brush might be a better brush to use. Let me take that round brush. I'm just gonna take my round brush here, and I'm gonna fill in my butterfly. And he's just, well, I got him upside down, don't I? That's why he's looking different to me. I'm looking at it thinking, something doesn't look quite right. I see why. Here's his little head. Right here. We're just going to fill that in with the black. There's the little butterfly body. Let me get a little more of the black paint there, because that white is still drying. But there we go. Now we've got our little butterfly body here. I'm going to turn it. And I'm just going to outline his wings. Just going to come right over this way. And you can make your butterfly shape any way you like. It doesn't have to look like this one at all. There's lots of different shapes for butterflies. Just bring that down over this way. Oh, I think I should have brought it a little more this way, shouldn't I? That's all right, because we're going to make it pretty anyway. I'm going to bring this, let's see, right up over here. And then we're just going to give it some little bumps. Bump. That's not coming out. Mixing in with the white. We're going to have to let him dry just a smidgen, I think. Let me get this one. Boop, 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 boop. I'm not worried about that line being thick because we're going to give him all kinds of fun details. I just want that to be a little darker. But that's all right too. Now, you know, think about how butterflies look. Butterflies have these segmented areas in them, so we're just going to bring this up right here. Do the same thing over here. Bring that out like that. Let me just bring this one down here like that. And then we'll put one that comes up here. I'm going to leave that open right in the middle, just like that. Okay. So I made one that came out tear-shaped right here. Small little one right there. Whatever that was is coming off. Doesn't have to be exactly. Doesn't have to be exactly the same. Just put it that way. See how the butterfly's looking? I'm still adding a little black to this right here where that gray got mixed into it. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing down here on the bottom of it. We're going to make couple of different divisions on the wing here. Make this one come over this way. And fill it in down here. Okay. Okay. Now, let me see what I did here. I made a long one come right down the middle like this. We got this, that. And this one comes down so far, divided. And another piece down on the end, and we just fill this in. See how gorgeous the butterfly turns out? And basically all we did was put a little whitewash around the outside of it, and that gave us this really pretty colorful background. Now let me get my little brush here. Get in some of that black. And we'll just making a little antenna right here. Making another little antenna on this side. Fill that in just a little bit more. Right here. And then we're going to add some fun white highlights to it. Because, you know, never enough fun to be done, huh? There's always more that we can do, and I love to paint. No, actually, because butterflies have pretty white dots and spots on their wings, and we want ours to be just as pretty as the ones in nature, right? Exactly. I'm just kind of smoothing down some of these thicker spots so it doesn't look so thick. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to take my brush. I'm going to use the handle and stick it in white paint and get me some dots. First, got to get me some more white paint out. Don't need a whole lot. I'm going to take the handle of the brush, tip. I'm just going to stick it in the white paint. Get white paint on it. And we'll just say 3 dots on that side. Wipe it off. They're not the same. That's all right. We're not going to worry about it. Just like that. I'm going to put one in each of the little humps that I made. 3, 4, 5. All right. And we'll do 1, 2, 3 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn this up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oops. Let me get just a little drop more there. There we go. I like how that looks. I'm going back to my little thin brush. I'm going to take the white and I'm just going to make some swirls on here with some thicker white paint. Some going this way, some going that way. Some here, some there. Here, we'll even put one right in here. Let's put one over here. Half of a curl right there. You just kind of make number 6s, number 9s, letter G, however you want to look at it. You know, that one was a 9, we could make this one the 6. Over here, we'll make this one going this way. And then one going this way. Just adding some fun little swirls to the edges of it. Now, I don't know if you guys can even see it. There you can. Hey, Gina. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you being out here. Hope you're having a great night. Hope you had a wonderful Easter. Hope you didn't get caught in none of them storms, either one of you guys, Rick or Gina. I know they came through Indiana. We had a lot of noise and some wind and some lightning and stuff here, but really there wasn't a whole lot other than terrifying the animals. But, you know, aren't all storms good for that? Get the animals all flipped out, running around, not knowing what to do. Normal starts zooming through the house. Coco's not too bad. She's not too terrified by those storms. Just making some little weird swirls on here. Just something to give it a little bit more of a I don't know, textured look. And one here and a little piece of one coming this way. And then we're just going to take the tip of it and hit some white dots in and around. Just to liven it up a little more in the background. Got to be careful where I'm going with those. Next thing you know, I'll be tearing up the antenna. Like I just did up there. I touched that antenna and I was like, oh shoot, Janet, watch what you're doing. Watch what you're doing, watch what you're doing. We had some flooding, it looked like, in some of the spots. What does that say? I gotta get up and look. Can't see with my glasses. Maddie hide. Yeah. The animals, yeah. Maddie went and hid. Didn't know what else to do. Yeah. That was Normal. Normal was freaking out. He didn't like it. Coco, she'd make, startled movements when the thunder would clap or something like that, but she didn't run and do anything. Like, she didn't hide or anything. She just sort of sat next to my chair, waiting for it to end, knowing that just means that she doesn't get to go out and run around. I know she's always ready for any of the storms to hurry up and pass and get out of here. Now you can see it a little bit better. We need to give our little butterfly guy just a little bit of love. He needs a little love. We're gonna just make a little line there, and we'll just give him a little bit of definition. Little highlights on him, so now his little body's got just a little bit of highlight. Maybe I should, I don't know, should I go the other way too? Maybe I should just get a little bit of white and just, I'm trying not to touch it now. Just kind of give it a small definition here. Okay, and no, I'm not going to give him a little face. I don't want him to have a face. I don't want him to have a face. But there we go. Now he's got it. And I think that's really what I'm going to do to it, guys. I think it's done right there. I like how it turned out. Very simple, very cute, very easy. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you again, I guess. I'll see you again Saturday. Y'all have a great night. Thanks for being here. Bye.